Hi guys, welcome to Challenge the Road. I'm out on a mission. Harwoods Edenbridge have rung me, said there's a Defender XS Edition plug-in hybrid. There's not many of them, is there? And that's why I've jumped in the car. Forget about the meetings today. I am off over there. Harwoods actually one of our customers. We've just done all their Wi-Fi for all their sites. That's what we do. I'll put a link in the description. You can book a meeting with Alex anytime, Teams or face-to-face, and she will talk to you about all our products. But I really want this car, and you know what I'm like, I'm impulsive and I need to go and see it like now. That's just how I am. And it's only sort of 25 minutes from me. It's in silver. I quite like silver. I haven't seen that many in silver. I wanted something rather than just black. The X5 here, that's in black. It wouldn't probably have been my choice. I probably would have gone for like a tanzanite blue or something. The X5, I've still got all this here. It's absolutely soaked, but it goes in tomorrow. Then I want to do a comprehensive buying guide of this car because I've done 6 months. I want to do the interior, tell you everything about it. It is an absolutely fantastic car. It's got the best plug-in hybrid. I know why I'm changing now, but it's just, I like that Defender, and there's something about it. I look at it and I think adventure, and that's how I see 2025. I was looking at the Octa as well with the V8 and the 500 horsepower, but I'm so used to the hybrid now. You know, I uncharged it this morning. This has got 42 miles this X5, which is pretty good. The Defender's not as much. It's probably going to be about 25. Does that worry me? Not overly. I do know that BMW are the best hybrid vehicles. We've got a 5 Series as well in our cars. We've got a 530e. I used to have a 530e as well. That was brilliant on the regen. When I took this to Bath recently for a trip, it's just one of the best long distance cruisers, but there'll be more videos on that. Back to the Defender. I'm interested to get back in it again. I'm going to go over there now. We'll run round the spec of this car. There's the X, which I think is top of the range, and an XS Edition, and I want to know like what's the difference is. It has got a fridge, so that's obviously a big selling point. I do like that in the summer. Do you like a fridge? I mean, it's got heated and cooled seats, and you probably think, well, would you ever use the cooled seats? But actually, when we do have a summer, it was really useful, and I enjoyed that function, and it was nice. What else has it got? It's got a sunroof. It's got actually quite a, I'm not going to say a strange spec, but an unusual spec, because it's silver and it's got sort of cream inside. But I think it'll lift that cabin, because when I was in the other one, the black was quite dark, and I know like for the kids and stuff, they like, I say kids are getting a bit old now, I'm getting their first car, I'm gonna have to change that. They like it to be light in the vehicle as well. I did do I'm trying to think where I went in that Defender X, because I had the Defender and then I had the the Range Rover plug-in as well, and we went all the way up to Birmingham and back, and it was excellent. And I need something that's going to take me on these journeys. I really want to do some trips. I'm going to travel down to Wales to see my cousins. They've got these like cabins down there. I went down there before and I've done some rally driving at I think it was the Bill Gwyn Rally School. I'd like to do that again. I'd like to take you with me on that as well. Come along with me, because they had this log fire, trout fishing, and I just need that in my life at the moment. At the point in my life where I need stuff like that. I need to be outside. I find it very tricky being inside, especially with the weather being like it is. Let's head over there. I don't know if I'll go out in the car today, because I've driven them before, but also the weather's so bad, but we'll see. And then I can give you a run round of this car. Then I've got to try and get the best deal for us. I think it's up at 65, 66. It's about a year old, 12,000 miles, but I want to try and get that down. I want to get the best deal for us. Right, let's head off and I'll see you again when I'm there. just arrived. Look at that Urban. I love the lights on these. I'm actually just going to try and find if this Defender is outside. Oh, here we go. Here we go. No, that's a 21 plate. That's not the one. And that's, I think that's a bit greyer than this. What do you think of this green? I remember this being like a limited edition one. 3-door though. Okay, well we'll go in and we'll have a look. They do look super cool, don't they? Really, really like them. I'll tell you what I'm going to do actually. I'm going to get my X5 and I'm going to park it next to this one. Oh no, that's a 3-door. That's a 90, isn't it? Maybe I could... I'm going to work on that. Before I go, I want to put the X5 next to a 110 and just see the difference in size, because I do find that X5 really big. And that 110 there looks narrower. I even hit the wing mirror this morning, so that'll be an interesting test actually. Right, let's head into Harwoods. I've got them side by side. It's quite interesting actually. The colour looks quite different here because it's so grey. It looks more a greeny grey, but I think there's so much metallic in it. And then what I'm really interested in, there's my customer there. Pete! Yeah, sorry, that was my pal Pete. I drove his Porsche 911. He lent it to me. I've done a video on that. I'll put a link up to it now. No, it's nice to see him. I'm going to catch up with him in a minute. His wife car's in for service. But yeah, go back to this. Keep getting distracted. It looks narrower. The X5 looks longer. And we go around the back, because I've got them pretty much level. But round the back, the X5 looks longer, but so if we have a look at that, that has got this wheel, which I think I'll take this off. But then you haven't got a spare wheel, have you? I wonder how many out there have had to use that wheel. I know it's dependent on the tyre and that, but these look like all-terrain tyres. And look at this. This is what I love. Look at the depth of that tyre. That is ride quality. I really don't like these. They're like a tyre off a BMW M3. The width of the car, let's have a look. That's definitely wider. That's definitely wide, and that might be why I keep hitting the wing mirrors all the time. You see all the knocks. They on here. See them? So I keep hitting the wing mirror a lot. Actually, the front, that looks about level, and I do want something slightly smaller at the moment. I think this is, it's just a little bit, only because of some of the roads I'm on, and every car's different, I know. I really, really like this X5, but it's just that little bit, the ride quality, it's just a little bit busy sometimes, but long journey's great. This should be really good, because this will have air suspension. He said it's got quite a lot of additional extras actually to the normal XS, which I'm interested to go through. I do feel a little bit sad because I really like the X5, and when we had our first child, I had the original X5. I had an 05 and then I had an 07, and I do really like the X5, but I think the design hasn't quite moved on enough for me. I'm not sure on the design. It looks okay. It might be because it's black. I do like the blue. It looks a bit bulky at the back, but I do like the design of the Defender, and well, that's why I'm here, I suppose. But I know the technology of the X5 is better. I know that. You know, the hybrid system is better. It's going to do more miles. It regenerates the best of the best. But then the cabin looks good on the Defender, and the beer, oh, it's going to be tricky, isn't it? So what I think I'll do now, I'm going to jump in this Defender. They've given me the key. And let's have a look at the inside. I'll be interested today. I do feel a bit sad for the old X5. Sorry, X5, comparing you. But let's get in the Defender now. Right, let's jump in. There's the door design. Meridian sound. That's one thing with the X5 I've got. It hasn't got the upgraded hi-fi and the sound isn't great, and I love my music. Right, let's jump in here. Let's close the door. Right, let's adjust this seat a bit. All electric. I feel much higher up. It feels a bit narrower than the X5. Steering wheel. Looks like it hasn't got as many buttons as the X, but we'll check on that. I'm sure there was more stuff, but there is some haptic stuff here. It's got the additional screen here. I remember this being quite good, that it had loads of little cubby holes and bits for water bottles, and this looks like it's got the wireless tray there for charging. Lots of additional ports. But similar to the X5, not that many buttons. I do like my heated seat button on the X5 and being able to just press that. Up here we got some... The first impression, it feels very light, but the X5 has got Sky Lounge, which is a really nice option. I don't know if you've seen that on the X5. I put some images of that up. Just looking at this here, a little bit, it's like a little bit worn. You can see that, it's picking that up. Maybe that's the look, but it is sort of Defender style-y. So it feels very high up. Right, let's move to the back. Right, let's jump in and see how it feels. Now, I can first see no heated seats. They won't like that. But we have got a separate climate here. Nice sunroof. It does seem very light. Interesting grab handle there. Fit and finish feels good. Quite a bit of space, and obviously with this hybrid as well, it looks like this bit easy, 5 seats. I think the X had maybe slightly better interior, but I have to remember back. Oh, we do like these bits of light here. Remember the last video I done? They like that extra light coming in. Right, let's go round to the boot. It's up. Here we go. It's quite a bit smaller than the X5. This is on top, but where's this come? What is that there? I'm sure that wasn't on the last one. I'm even thinking, can I get my golf clubs in there? I've got them here actually. I should try that. Let's take this off. I don't like this. Mickey Mouse. Right, I'm going to take that off and I'm going to get my golf clubs and just see. But I don't remember what is this here, unless this is something to do with the side. No. Okay. Let's do some real world tests now. So this is the boot here, and this is my current setup. So what's that not open? That should open. So that's my current setup. A bit of a mess, isn't it? But I do fishing, golf. Looks like I do hiking as well. So I'm going to put that into here, put the golf clubs in, because once they're in, although I haven't got my daughter's golf clubs in. Right, let's move this in and see. Actually, it went in good, fine, but I've still got a huge amount of stuff. We've got a lot of this is rubbish. I've probably got more rubbish. Why is there a wig in there? What the hell? Anyway, so let's go back here. So that's there. So I could probably, yeah, I reckon I could get a few more sets. I'm interested what this is on the side, because that is, so the golf clubs really, they need to push them up, and then I could have got almost a couple in a row. I mean, you can drop these seats, I think, if I had to. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I could one through there. I'm happy with that. I was really worried because this, with the hybrid, you got this like a lip coming up here where they got the battery, so that's obviously taking up a bit of space. So no, I'm pleased with that. Oh, there's another bit here. Notice this. You can just put bits and bobs in there. So the X5, there's no sort of cubby holes there. Won't be able to sit on that anymore though. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'll move to the driver's seat, and he said I can take the car out for a drive, and that'd be really interesting because I've been driving the X5 so much and I'm very comfortable in that, so it's going to be interesting again. Let's jump in the driver's seat. These side steps now on the Range Rover always caught my, well, I say always, I caught my shin a few times on these, quite painful. I don't know if these are retractable. I'm not sure if I need it, if I'm honest, because I don't know whether I'm going to use the step or not use the step. And on the other Range Rover, I really hurt my knee. I actually stepped up and banged it here, and I tell you, I was in a lot of pain for about a month. So I'm thinking they're hopefully retractable, or I'd take them off and I'd just jump in. So I am in. Good morning. Right, let's just put this back a bit, because right, the front, let's close the door. Right, the first thing is visibility is good. The dash feels quite high, whereas the X5 feels a lot lower, but this might be on quite a high ride height. This seat feels, it's not exactly where I would have it. Let's just change this a bit. I can do that. That's better. Feels good though. I'd be interested to take it out. Obviously the screen's a lot smaller, I think, than on the X5. The X5 is quite a bit bigger, but the seats feel, initially, they feel very comfortable rather than sporty. The X5 seats are good and comfortable, but sometimes they don't feel as soft as this. This feels quite soft, almost a bit like an armchair, but I don't actually mind that. I like the interior on this. The keys here. Fridge. That's the most important thing, isn't it? Charge your phone there. I assume for like pound coins, maybe. I love all these little cubby holes and bits. What's under here as well? Oh yeah. That's actually quite good, because I do struggle a bit with the BMW ones. They're very, very low down, and sometimes you can spill the drink and different bits, but this is good. Looking forward to that. Switch gear is good here, memory seats. I like it. I think I'll go and get the spec, get him to go around the spec. I'm going to get him to jump in with us and tell us the spec first, and then let's see if we do go for a drive. I mean, look at the weather now. Not the best, but is that the best day for the Defender to go out in? So let's go and ask him all the spec and prices. Got the spec here. I can't do a drive today because I haven't actually prepped the car. It hasn't been in here that long, which is fine. So we've got £66,000. It is a XS Edition. It hasn't got a huge amount of extras from this. I noticed the differences, especially on the steering wheel and that, from the X I had, and I think the X has different lights on the back. There's and the trim level here is lower than the X. Would that worry me though? I'm not sure it would overly worry me. It's 12,711 miles. It says registration date 21, but I think it was a 23 plate. So I need to just talk to him about that, unless it means that it was a 21 build spec. Maybe that could be what they mean. So let's have a look here. These are some of the packages the XS gets. It's got the Secure Tracker Pro, which he just spoke to me about, because obviously we know quite a bit about that anyway. Deployable tow bar, cabin lighting. So I assume that's something up here or round, which is quite a nice feature. So the XS Edition obviously comes with quite a few bits anyway, but it's just seeing, do I want an X? That's really the question. I don't know. I'd probably like to drive it, I think. If I could drive it, then I know a bit more. I do love the look of it, but I think I need to drive it because I really like driving that X5. So, right, that's where I'm going to end today because I can't drive the car, and I've got to go over and look at the Subaru, which is all being redone, and they've said they've got the guy there who's doing the arches for it. Then that's all going to be resprayed, so I'm going to head over there. But yeah, hope you enjoy this video. This is the first trip round, and then we'll do a test drive as soon as we can. Just to finish there, this is an extra that you add on. I would probably take this off, this spare wheel, but then obviously if you do the wheel, and I'm not keen on these. I find they're either in the way or I'd bang my knee there, so I'd probably take them off, but maybe take them off here but leave them on this side. I don't know now whether that would look a bit funny. I definitely think looks wise and that I prefer it to the X5, and I'm not keen on these low profile wheels on the X5 and the size of it at the moment. And this is, it's definitely smaller, a lot taller, but it's definitely, I don't think it's as wide, and it's not as long, which is useful. So yeah, it's quite an interesting first video really. They're set up the car for me, then we can take it out for a drive, and then we know a bit more whether it's I should try and get an X or stick with this XS Edition. So hope you enjoy these videos, more coming soon. Please like, share, subscribe, and see you again soon.